Easier than buying water. I stared at the license in a daze. I was the one getting the bargain, yet the man beside me glowed brighter than sunshine. When he grins, a tiny dimple appears on his left cheek and his eyes curve like crescent moons. Leah pinched my cheek. Serena, now you're officially mine. He swiped the booklet from my fingers. I'm keeping this. Hey, don't we each get one? The first day of marriage, Leah clung like Velcro and insisted on coming home with me. Agreement, I take the master bedroom, he takes the guest room. I swear I'll stay in the guest room and do nothing weird unless Serena makes the first move. I flushed crimson, feeling like some pervy older woman. That night I slept like a log. I stretched, noticed half a body draped over my bed rail. A cowlick on his crown drooped like it, too, was asleep. As Leah woke, the cowlick slowly sprang upright. Something inside me softened. Why are you sleeping here? He rubbed his eyes. It's our first married night. I wanted to share the room with Serena. Maybe I was heartless kicking him to the guest room on day one. He read my look. Serena, it's fine. Anywhere is good, just closer would be better. That made me feel even guiltier. We got up to brush our teeth. Last night he dashed to the supermarket for couple supplies. I was mid-brush, mouth foaming. Leah finished washing his face and stared, then swiped a streak of paste from my chin. I pouted. Quit it. In the mirror, the two of us looked happy. A knock rattled the door. Could you get that? Must be my best friend. We'd filed the papers, no point hiding. No shame, probably Avery. He went to answer. I slipped into fresh slippers and followed. Leah opened the door and 3 pairs of eyes went wide. He glanced back at me, suddenly stiff. Serena, word by word, I think your parents are here. I blinked at Mom and Dad. Dad was furious. I'd never seen him this livid. Yesterday we'd fought over the broken engagement to Adrian. Serena, do you treat marriage like a joke? You marry a man you barely know. How long have you even dated? Do you actually understand each other? I stayed silent. When he uses my full name, the volcano is erupting. Leah spoke. Dad cut him off. Don't call me Dad. Leah switched. Professor Vance. I know the license looks reckless, that you think we'll be miserable. But we're serious. Sometimes marriage needs a spark. Serena's ex may have decades of shared memories, but people have many faces. Longevity doesn't equal suitability. Please, give me a chance to make her happy, to prove her choice was right. Dad said nothing. Mom's brows stayed whereupon in thought. Professor Vance and Taylor watched their daughter run off in tears and hated themselves. Why had they blamed her without asking a single question? Maybe they couldn't stand seeing her trail after Adrian anymore. Hope fulfilled then snapped. Taylor wanted to chase her, but Professor Vance stopped her. She doesn't want to see us right now. Taylor cried. Our baby. Adrian dared to lay a hand on her? The more she thought, the angrier she got. I'm calling Margaret. How do they raise a son who uses our daughter as backup? Professor Vance didn't stop her. He had questions, too. The call connected. Margaret greeted. I was just about to. Taylor snorted. Don't call me that. How exactly did you raise your boy? Margaret sensed the hostility. What's wrong? Taylor, How dare your son hit my daughter? The child we treasure, your son struck her? Who the hell does he think he is? Margaret refused to believe it. There must be a misunderstanding. I trust my son. He'd never hit Serena. Misunderstanding? Are we hallucinating? Hands don't float. If Adrian didn't shove her, did the bruises materialize by ghost? And he's off cuddling his ex-girlfriend days before the wedding. How do you explain that? I know my son. You watched him grow. Adrian isn't like that. Taylor slammed the phone with bullshit. The couple hit rock bottom. After much thought, they decided to see their daughter the next day. At her door, they steeled themselves, apologize first, then discuss Adrian. If their daughter wanted the wedding off, they'd back her unconditionally. What the hell? Taylor was livid, once thrilled about Adrian only because Serena loved him. Jordan, their approval hinged on Serena's happiness. Nothing else came first. They'd rehearsed every word, yet no rehearsal covered a man opening the door. Mom, Dad. Looking at the parents who'd spoiled me since birth, I understood their fears. I just hoped they would respect my choice. My dad heaved a long sigh. The license is already filed. Anything we say now is pointless. Maybe you're right. Time alone can't make one person truly know another. Sweetheart, your mom and I just want you happy forever. Since you've chosen to spend your life with, he faltered, unsure how to address Leah, then settled on, with this man, we'll stand behind you and bless you. I hope your choice proves right. But if it turns out wrong, that's fine. Every young person I know has divorced at least once. Worst case, we'll swap him for another. If push comes to shove, Mom and Dad can support you for life. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have you with us forever? Leah's face went comically dark at the words. Dad wasn't finished before tears spilled down his cheeks. He slid his glasses up, wiped the tears, and muttered, got a speck of dust in my eye. I scrunched my mouth, then burrowed into his arms. Daddy, I love you. Mom and Dad stayed to cook dinner. Mid-meal, Dad peered over his 800-degree lenses for a long, appraising look at Leah. The more he studied him, the more familiar the young man seemed. He nudged his glasses. Since you're married, pick a day, invite little Leah's parents. And let's discuss the ceremony over a meal. I won't have any of this naked wedding, no reception nonsense kids do nowadays. Leah dipped his head. Understood, Dad. I've been thinking the same. I'll make sure Serena marries me in style. Only then did Dad start eating with satisfaction. After supper, Mom pulled me aside for an intimate, whispered conference that lasted ages before they finally drove off. The instant the door shut, Leah scooped me up and cooed, "What secret did Mom just tell you? Your face is on fire." His eyes sparkled as he spoke, in them I saw myself crimson-cheeked and brimming with spring. What else could it be? The usual. Sweetheart, good eye candy? That boy is gorgeous. You've lucked out, those are top-shelf jeans you're getting. She even let her gaze rove over Leah's frame while talking. Enjoy it while you're young. Wait till you're old and it's all gone. He's quite a bit younger, right? A puppy dog type milk dog or wolf dog. Bet he's vigorous but use protection. A pregnant bride is tacky and your dad and I have reputations to keep. Men blossom early and wilt fast. Look at your father. Play while you can, don't be prissy. Play what, exactly? No wonder Mom had stayed so quiet earlier. Mom and Dad were gone. The cramped room suddenly felt spacious. I flopped on the sofa to scroll my phone while Leah twined an arm through mine and rested his head on my shoulder. Besides Avery, most messages were from shop assistants. I answered a few. A close high school friend popped up with a digital invitation. She was marrying the same guy she dated since senior year. Serena, you'd better come and bring Adrian. You two are next, right? Campus to wedding dress club. Leah read over my arm, then said in a jealous whine, when do I get a public title? If people mistake me, how awkward. I don't mind staying your secret lover for life, as long as I'm by your side and you're happy. I glanced at the head on my shoulder. My photo gallery opened to the very first picture, our marriage license selfie. Serena looks amazing, he chirped. I didn't hesitate. I posted the photo on my feed with the caption, in the moonlight there are two shadows, one is mine. The other is also mine. Congratulatory comments flooded in within minutes. The old gang chat exploded at my hard launch. You childhood sweethearts finally tied the knot, congrats. Love is real again. Babies soon. End of the marathon, Casey. When's the reception? I'm bringing a fat red envelope. No going home sober, don't chicken out. I didn't reply, I simply dragged the clingy, jealous puppy into the group. Hey guys, wrong guy, this is my husband. The lively chat froze dead. Leah nuzzled in my arms like a pampered pup. Serena, what am I to you right now? Blood rushed, my head spun. What? Serena, who am I to you? You're my Leah. Don't you always call me Serena? What else would ow? He bit my collarbone. Wrong answer, penalty. Hint, to words, not a reduplication. His scorching breath fanned across my chest, every brush of his lips felt like a feather teasing my skin. I knew the words he wanted, I just wouldn't oblige, Junior. His voice dropped to a velvet rasp. Serena, now you'll be properly punished. Fiery kisses climbed my throat. Serena, did you ever do this with that blind idiot ex? My mind fuzzed. I didn't quite hear, only hummed MMM. He surged in, sweeping through my mouth like a storm. 2 weeks later, Lee arrived at my place loaded with shopping bags. For his first formal visit to his in-laws, he'd changed into a tailored suit I'd never